Sweetheart, be reasonable. After all, we're married.
But I'm leaving you. Woman, I've got to put you down.
Consider that a divorce.
Well, if you can't treat me right, ain't no use of me hanging around.
Welcome to this playlist, which is devoted to the topic of annulments. And I should probably tell you up front that although I'll probably have a few suggestions along the way in this playlist, we'll be discussing more in the way of problems than solutions. And unfortunately, that's the way it is due to the state of the church at this point in history. This particular video is devoted to the problem in a very general manner. Scripture tells us, the Pharisees coming to him asked him, "Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife? From the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they two shall be in one flesh. Therefore, now they are not two, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. Whoever shall put away his wife and marry another commits adultery against her. And if the wife shall put away her husband and be married to another, she commits adultery." So the marriage of baptized persons in a Catholic church before a priest is a sacrament. Once it is consummated, it can't be dissolved for as long as both spouses are alive. However, the church has pretty much always recognized that some seeming marriages were never truly valid for one reason or another. Therefore, the Council of Trent clarified that the church does indeed have the power to issue declarations of nullity, which are declarations that marriage that were seemingly valid were never really contracted in the first place. If anyone says that the matrimonial causes do not belong to ecclesiastical judges, let him be anathema. So far, so good. But where's the problem? In 1968 in the United States, there was a total of 338 annulments, and you can see that number depicted on this graph. However, in 1992, there were 59,030 annulments in the United States. That number is 175 times as many as there had been in 1968. And when you compare the two numbers side by side on this graph, the number from 1968 is barely even visible. So what happened between 1968 and 1992 in just 24 years? Well, as you probably guessed, it was the spirit of the Second Vatican Council engulfing the Catholic Church. Interestingly, more recently, the annulment rate has actually leveled off. However, that is more likely due to the fact that young people today just aren't bothering with them anymore. Nowadays, most young people just think Catholicism and the sacraments aren't much more than just voodoo. Nowadays, many declarations of nullity are given for frivolous reasons that wouldn't have even been considered a few decades ago. It has been said that annulments are now just Catholic divorces. And for the foreseeable future, we can anticipate the post-conciliar church will be loosening up and actually streamlining the annulment process instead of tightening it up. We're going to break this down more in the coming videos on this playlist, and in the next one we'll discuss some of the problems with the 1983 Code of Canon Law. If there's something in particular that you'd like me to address in this playlist, please let me know. But until then, please check out my Facebook page, which is linked down below, and please pray for the church.
Let's